He got problems, she got problems. Only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? Welcome and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another story time, and welcome back to Gigi Mom and Aunt Esther. But baby, we gonna change that to DEI Hire. Welcome back to DEI Hire, baby. DEI Hire. Move didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense. You put her directly in the eyesight of me seeing who was outside. Anyway. So I was like, yeah. So we talked, he left, and the girls that was like, girl, I was like, girl, that's nothing. And so when I sat down, Gigi Mom, lady, you know I don't do you. And you can tell, like, when somebody is trying their hardest to insert themselves in you, like insert themselves in like your life, your space, and they trying real hard, it's like, it's a no. It's a no. It's a no. I ain't forgot how you tried to maneuver, and you tried to maneuver more than once. No. So here comes the issue that I have with Gigi Mom. Anything that I would do, y'all, she would be staring. And then because you're Gigi Mom and your size, but you're shorter, you're not as tall as the actual actress, you're shorter. So when you're sitting there breathing, you're breathing like this. Because you have too much weight on your body frame. And I can tell people that because I've been short, and I know when I have too much weight on my body frame, my knees pop. I have a friend when I be like, girl, you're too heavy for your body frame. You're too short. So your body can't hold it. I can tell myself that. I can tell you that. You're too heavy for your body frame. You're too short. Your heart is working overtime. But whatever. That ain't my business. But you're staring at me, breathing. Then it escalates. Because at this point in time, we're able to eat at our desk. Before COVID, we weren't able to eat at our desk. So we're able to eat at our desk. So since we're able to eat at our desk, I have snacks, chips, stuff like that, right? So I would notice when I pull out my snacks, my chips, you pull out yours. And when I'm putting it to my mouth, you are watching me putting the chips to your mouth. The same time I'm putting the chips to my mouth. And then when I turn and look at you head on, and it went on for a while. And it's to this point, as I told y'all, I was like, I will remove me before I make it an issue. So I'm going to boss, and I'm like, why is the lady sitting there? What's the real reason? Boss was like, I told you something with COVID. COVID almost over. That don't make sense. So here's the issue I have. It's that at this point, like, you staring so much, you copying me, you breathing hard, like literally, I'm trying to catch you on camera to the point where I was like, it's starting to bother my mental health. And when I'm saying mental health, I ain't talking about cracking up or I'm feeling like scared. I'm talking about mental health where I want to come punch you and ask you what's your problem. It's like, bro, what's your problem? What's your problem? Because this is weird as shit. We grown ass in here. Why the hell are you even doing this? This is high school bullshit. This is not even high school bullshit. It's elementary bullshit. So I was like, it's starting to bother my mental health. So my boss was like, well, I got to go to HR because if it's bothering your mental health, I got to go to HR and how to go about it. And I was like, you do whatever you need to do, but just move me, move my desk. Since y'all won't move her, move me. Move me, because y'all already moved her from this other place. I assume the girls in the back was complaining because there's no reason why you would move her out of her space. She was fine where she was. I don't know why you would move her out of her space because of COVID, and COVID is almost over. So to me, that was a bogus ass lie. Okay, so since y'all not gonna move her, fine, move me. Move me out of her eyesight. My boss go to HR. HR was like, well, that won't solve the problem. Because when you go to the bathroom or if you walk, she can still see you. The point is to get out of her direct eyesight. And I was like, I can tell women who haven't been had stalkers before, who haven't been assaulted, who haven't, like, you don't get the mentality of it. Nice lady, I'm texting nice lady because me and nice lady still talk. I'm texting nice lady and telling nice lady about it. And so she was like, girl, I'm proud of you. You stood up for yourself because people have been complaining about her all this time and nothing ever happens. Really? I was like, oh, so she was like, yeah, I'm proud of you, girl. Like, I'm proud of you. And nothing ever happens. People complain about her. Like, it's always a weird feeling or weird situation about her. And nothing ever happens. So people, it's like they just deal with it. And I was like, oh, okay. Gotcha. So HR comes back and HR was like, well, yeah, because like when you go to the bathroom or whatever, like she can still see you. So that's not going to solve the problem. Oh, okay. I'll solve it. So I changed my schedule. When it comes down to my mental health, there's no bargains. There's no bargains when it comes down to my mental health. So I'll change it. I'll solve the problem. I'll just change my schedule. So go to my boss and I was like, okay, so can I work at night? And my boss was like, you really want to work at night? And I was like, yeah. Yep. So my boss was like, everything okay? Everything's perfect. Can I work at night? Yeah. Thank you. And the only reason my boss agreed to me working at night is because my boss know I'll do my work. She don't have to micromanage me. She don't have to hover. She don't have to do none of that stuff. She knows. And I know. The reason why I have a courtesy schedule, even when I was coming in earlier, is because I do my work. That's the whole reason, because I want to keep the courtesy schedule. So I don't need micromanaging. I absolutely hate micromanagement. I absolutely loathe it. I hate when people hover over me. I don't need that. I can do my work. If I'm not doing my work, fire me. Write me up if it's not being done. The only reason my boss agreed to the schedule is because I do my job. And she knows I will do my job and not be in here playing, not being here not current. Anything she asks, I'm going to knock out. She don't use me. She don't overwork me. It's boundaries, which is why when it came down to, they was talking about, oh, we being sold, somebody going to take us over. Baby, I ain't working for nobody but you. So if they trying to move me somewhere else, I'm going to go on and put in my 2 weeks notice. Because I'm not working for anybody but you. Yeah. So anyway, I know this not going to be 3 parts. It's going to be 3 parts, chill. Anyway, so yeah. So I moved to nighttime. So here come manager. Is everything okay? Like, is everything okay? I said it is now that I moved my schedule. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Y'all, a week into working nights. A week into working nights. I pull up and there's a delivery of soda and groceries and water at the door. At night. I walked past that piece because I was like, I don't even know what that is. Maybe they dropped off at the wrong address, because why is this here on a Sunday night? A Sunday night. Go in, log in, clock in, open my email, because I clean out my emails. That I have a routine to this thing and how I work things out. Clean out my email first, check my email first, because anything that needs to be sent to me per email, that's what I check first. After that, I'm signing out of my email. Nobody should be talking to me because everybody should be asleep. There should be nobody communicating nothing with me. Nothing should be sent to me at all. It should have been sent during the day on Friday, because my first night in here is Sunday. Sunday is my Monday. So anything that's in that email should have been sent on Friday and should have been done. By the time I come in here and clock in, anything that need to be sent in my email should have been sent to my email, because I check it when I first get in here. After I check it, I'm signing out. There's no need for me to keep it open, because nobody should be talking to me. If it's an emergency, you should be calling me. And it needs to be an emergency concerning, like, girl, the fire is coming up the street and you need to get out of the building. Or it's a endangered inmate escape in that area. Leave and go home. Weather warning. Other than that, nobody should be talking to me at night. I clock in. Open my email. There's an email from Gigi Mom. Don't worry about the DoorDash that was delivered outside. I'll get it tomorrow. Y'all, that lady like clockwork when she would come in, order DoorDash for breakfast, DoorDash for lunch, DoorDash for second lunch before she go home. Why is DoorDash here on a Sunday night? Me who's had a stalker, me who's dealt with narcissists, because women can be narcissists too. Women can have a narcissistic attitude and a narcissistic mentality because y'all are evil and conniving. Y'all just don't get the N word on y'all a lot. Narcissistic. You have to have some way, some form of contact because now I'm not there during the day. So now you're emailing me. I forwarded it to my boss, didn't respond, deleted it, and continue to do my work. That problem is solved. I shouldn't have no issues from you. No more. Lo and behold, y'all, her computer restarts by itself. Off and on, all coming down. It would come on. I'm like it was a timer set to restart the computer. So I started turning the computer completely off. Because there's no reason your computer should be going on and off while I'm here at night by myself. Then a couple of weeks later, I'm getting an email. Lying. I'm getting a phone call. Managers popping up on my screen. Why are you calling me? Answer the phone. Lying. Because I'm not answering the phone. Because you shouldn't be calling me. You send a text message. Oh, can you check this computer? Can you check this computer? Because it's off. Can you restart this computer? Every time you sent that message, I would go before I would even respond and the computers would be on. Nothing would be wrong with the computers. The computers would be on. So I'm starting to notice a pattern here. I moved away so I could be left alone because remember, I'm hard to approach. I'm the mean one. Y'all couldn't do anything. It wasn't going to solve anything, so I solved it and moved to the night where nobody else is in here. It should be peace and quiet. Y'all get what y'all want because y'all don't have to worry about being hard to approach. Y'all don't have to talk to me. There's not even a discussion. There was nothing for us to discuss anyway in the first place because there was nothing for us to confer or talk about besides on a personal level. Work level, there was nothing for us to talk about besides you calling me to set up the conference room for the meetings. But you can get the other people who want to be up your butt on Esther and New Hire. Because New Hire is already here now. You, who was in this story time on Esther, you want to be a manager's butt. So y'all can do that. Why are you calling me? What were you doing before I started working night about these computers? Even though every computer you're naming is on. They're not off. They don't need to be started. They don't need to be restarted. They're on. So I don't even respond because it's like at this point in time, you're taking over the same job as Gigi Mom. Something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. Y'all, before I went tonight, you was calling about the computers again and New Hire and all them want to be up your butt. So they noticing and it's like, oh, okay, yeah. Like even when people would come, y'all, I'm the one who's telling everybody, oh, can you tell everybody? And it's like the lead is here. Why are you not telling the lead to do this stuff? I'm not the lead. I'm just a regular schmegular girl. Why are you not telling the lead to do this stuff, to introduce these people, to get the conference room together? Why am I doing this stuff? And at this point in time, my boss is trying to figure out, like, girl, why are you complaining? Because, girl, why am I doing this stuff? I don't want to do this stuff. I don't want to be up your butt. Why are you not getting nobody else? I'm the only one doing this stuff. Some things wrong. Something's wrong. So now that the lead is in office, because remember, coworker quit, the lead is coming in office, but she don't come every day. She ain't happy about it either. Most of the people who work from home had already enjoyed it and was living it up. And now that they have to come in office, baby, they was mad. And I don't blame them. Me, it worked for me because, yeah. But here's my final straw before I went tonight. This is what happened, my final straw before I went tonight, when I was like, this ish is crazy. I was working overtime hours, right? And before new hire got there, what did I call that lady? Dang, it wasn't new hire. It was new girl. New girl was still working there. And Aunt Esther had already started working there, right? So they were trying to do overtime too. And this was the point in time, like, nice lady had already went home and I was coming in early. And I noticed Aunt Esther was telling new girl, like, oh yeah, you should come in the same time she come in. I don't know who she thinks she is. You should come in the same time she come in. And new girl had showed up. And I was like, why are you showing up at 7 o'clock? And so she was like, oh, Aunt Esther told me, like, I can show up when you show up. And I was like, is that something you wanted to do? I was like, are you getting overtime? Like, did you already talk to boss about it? And so she was like, no, Aunt Esther told me, like, I could come in. And at this point in time, I'm also a target too with Aunt Esther because, what did I call her? Dang, she ended up leaving. What did I call her? I forgot what I called her. Nayana? I forgot what I called her, but anyway, the girl had left because you had made her cry. So she left. New hires here. Remember I told you, like, new hire, not new girl, new hire had just started and had snaked you. Aunt Esther. You got to go to Aunt Esther to get that schmeal. So anyway, so you started showing up, and it was Gigi mom, manager, and Aunt Esther. And it's like, at this point in time, yeah, okay, I'm just go tonight. But here's where the stake in the heart came, nail in the coffin. At this point in time, it's like overtime. So managers coming, she was like, so what time are you gonna show up? Show up when? On Saturday. I don't know. Cause I didn't. That was the beauty of, we were allowed to pick and choose when we wanted to do overtime, how much overtime you wanted to do. At this point in time, it was like unlimited. As long as you were showing like proof that you coming in for overtime and it worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were showing proof of work or you getting this extra time. Like, you're not just coming in sitting. But I like to work by myself, especially it's even better. It's like I don't have to deal with y'all egos or what you want or what you think you want. Or, oh, she don't talk to me. I don't. She don't talk. She's hard. I ain't got to deal with none of that. And this grown ass women, I ain't got to deal with none of that. So anyway, yeah, and I was like, I don't know. And so she was like, come on. You can tell me what time you're coming in. And I was like, I don't know, because I'm noticing that the times you're asking me what time I want to come in is because you don't want to come open the door for Aunt Esther and the new girl to get overtime. Because Aunt Esther want overtime. So instead of you coming to open the door for them, it's like, oh, okay, you got a key. So they can come in with you. Well, no, I don't want them to come in with me because I want to work by myself. Because I like working in the dark. I like the peace and quiet. I don't want to hear Aunt Esther humming and singing an outburst of singing gospel music like you so holy and you the devil. Out of the blue. And you can't sing. To the point where before Nice Lady left, Nice Lady is looking at me like, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear your phone conversations. Because working with you, I've worked with you. After I've worked with you during overtime, and you like Smokey Mama. I don't want to hear that. I can't even hear my stuff on my headphones because of you. Because when I'm in here by myself, baby, I can just play my phone. It's just nice and quiet. I can mind my business, finish my work, and I'm out of here. So just tell me, come on, just tell me what time you're coming. And I'm looking at this lady because it's like, what the fuck is really going on? And I was like, I don't know. And so you left and came back. She was like, you really don't know, like, come on, you really don't know what time you're coming. I was like, 6:00. You walk over to New Girl and Aunt Esther and said, okay, guys, she's gonna be here at 6 in the whole office. The lead came to me and said, are you okay? And I said, no. She was like, yeah, that's weird. That's weird. She was like, you don't blast out or puss out. You don't blast out or, out loud, nobody's scheduled like that. She was like, what? Like, that's weird. It seems like she is constantly monitoring you. I said, she is. And nobody notices it except the lead. She was like, I'm so sorry. She was like, that's weird. She was like, I was like, come on. Like, what you doing? Like, you went to manager. She was like, what are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? And you were like, well, I just wanted to know what time she was coming in. She said, well, she didn't know. Why are you blasting it to them? So now, when you go into your office, when manager go into your office, Aunt Esther is over there. Don't nobody want to come in here in those 6 a.m. and work in the dark. Bitch, I don't want you to come in here either. But clearly, they're forcing the situation. I don't want to work with you either. But your issue is not that you didn't want to come in here and work in the dark. It's not that you didn't want to come in here and, you know what I'm saying, like be here at 6 a.m. for the overtime. Your issue is you want to keep. You want to keep. So that situation was my final straw to go work at night. So when I come to overtime, I'm in the dark. I'm there by myself. They had plans to come, right? I'm there at 6 a.m. Nobody's there. 12 noon comes. Here comes manager. You walk in and turn on all the lights. Here comes New Girl. And here comes Aunt Esther. What was the point of you asking me what time I was coming in if y'all was coming in at 12? I said, oh, okay. So the next weekend, boss called me and was like, what time you come? I was like, I don't know. And if I do go in, it's going to be way earlier in the morning than 12 noon. And boss was like, Angel. And I was like, no, it's going to be way earlier in the morning, which it was. So I started coming in earlier in the morning so you can open the door for them. So my boss is not seeing the issue. Like, you're not seeing the issue with it. All you see is like you know what I'm saying? Like, compromise, Angel. Compromise. Yeah, you're not seeing the issue. I remove myself out of the situation because I'm hard to deal with, hard to talk to, all this other stuff. I remove myself out of the situation and here y'all come. Here y'all come. Here y'all come. So I'm working at night and it's calm, cool, chilling, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Because, mind you, before, and this was like around the time before I went tonight, but around the time that my mom had passed away. Right before that, it was like manager had walked up to me. She was like, oh, it's something that I think you'll be a great fit for. Girl, no, you didn't. You think I'd be a great fit. Nobody was doing what they were supposed to do. And at this point in time, as I told y'all, I was in conversations I do with my work. And at this point in time, my boss is getting all these accolades because I'm putting up all these numbers. And at this point in time, I'm out producing the whole team. So now you think I'd be a great fit for it. No. So, and my boss is saying, oh, just be open to new things. It's not about being open to new things. It's just you want that same accolades that you're getting. And my boss don't see it. So, okay. So my section that I was working had went down. Like, the numbers had plummeted. And then the next week, when I was supposed to start training for this thing I'll be a good fit for, went back up. So, excuse me. So you was like, oh, well, since the numbers went back up, I'll train you later. Then the next week, my mom died. And then the week after that, when I came back, after, burying my mom, I went on vacation. So when I came back from vacation, a lot of things had already changed or whatever, right? And so, of course, like I'm going through my stuff and a lot of the stuff was already done, but they were sitting there because I'm on vacation. And so I'm going through my stuff and I'm throwing away the things that was already done. So you came up with, oh, we're going to put you on this new task because you're throwing away so many CDs. And I was like, well, I'm throwing away so many CDs because I was on vacation. And then you said, well, oh, I didn't know that. Now I know you lying because my boss had already told me, like, y'all talk. Just in case, somebody trying to play with y'all. All y'all talk. All y'all inform everybody everything. So everybody is a united front. So how you didn't know I was on vacation? So I was gone for all this time. You didn't know I was on vacation? And I looked at you sideways and you was like, well, yeah, so this new thing, because we're gonna completely take you off of this because we don't need it anymore. And I was like, so where is it going? And you was like, well, I mean, it's not completely going away. I'm just really going by, you throwing away the CDs. Those CDs are stuff that was done prior. Well, we're just trying to get rid of your section anyway. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I'm noticing my section moved to two different sections. So now my boss is like, well, no, I need you to do this and this and this out of these two sections. I was like, oh, okay, to help out and, take on the new task. So when the new task came, I had to change my schedule and come in the evening instead of at night. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So got the training. I picked up on the training, got what I needed. Why am I still here? Why am I still here? I already got what I needed. We don't need to talk about nothing. I already got it. We don't need to talk. Y'all. The second day of training, I knew. I was like, once I am put on this assignment, I know the things that went wrong about to be on my desk when I walk in. 2 days. 2 days. There's a list on my desk. Oh, this wasn't handled. So I go and look at the dates. Well, it wasn't handled because whoever was doing it previous didn't do it. Because I wasn't even a part of this situation when this was done. So now this whole list that wasn't handled needs to be done. Then manager asked me, well, why is it 2 patients in one? I'm on my second day of training. I don't know. You're the trainer. Oh, well, this wasn't burnt. This wasn't done correctly. So I'm looking at the time and I was like, well, this was done when I'm not here. This was done during the day. And this was done before I even started training. Oh. So now I'm cleaning up the the assignment that I was given because out of your mouth, we can't keep up. So I'm cleaning it up. I have a method. All I ask, leave me alone. Cleaning it up, get it to be cleaned up. And now I'm noticing somebody else is downloading and I'm not downloading the stuff. And I was like, if you downloading it, it's putting 2 patients on one thing. Who is downloading? So I'm shooting emails. You not responding. Boss don't know nothing about this sector because you're not over it. Manager is. So I was like, she was like, I don't know. And I was like, whoever's downloading, tell them to stop. This wasn't happening. It used to be clean, smooth type situation. Now all of a sudden here's come extra screens that I don't even know why it's happening. And now I have a work from home computer to the point where I somebody else who does like the continuing education was sending me emails telling me I need to complete the work from home stuff. And I was like, I don't have a work from home computer. I had to involve my boss in the email to let him know I do not work from home, but I have a work from home computer. The work from home computer is easier to shadow to make sure your person is working. And I'm telling my boss, like, whoever, stop downloading. That's still going on. Don't nobody know this ghost, whoever the ghost is downloading. And I'm constantly saying, you're putting 2 patients on one. That's the issue. That's where the 2 patients is coming from. Now, I remember you're the only one who asking about the 2 patients. So if you ask about the 2 patients, if you downloading, stop doing that. I'm sending emails, and when I'm sending the emails, you don't respond. My boss is saying, please advise, but you don't respond. So to me, it's like, oh, it's you. It's you. It's you. All of a sudden I come in and my boss has taken me off the 2 sections, and all I have to do is do the new situation. Me doing the new situation, I'm done early. That went on for about a week, and my boss is like, oh yeah, nah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Boss was like, that's not gonna work, because they are far behind now. And the 2 sections that my boss had me on was keeping me in the job that I actually love doing. This new stuff I didn't even ask for. And this is not even the things that you was going to train me for previous. This is something else. So I get back on there and my boss is saying, like, I know how you work. I know how you maneuver. Just do what you can do. Get it a flow. But y'all, like, I do my work because I want to keep my courtesy schedule. So my stuff is being knocked out. But now, when I'm coming in every night, here's manager. All of a sudden now, you're staying here. Do you need anything? No. If I do, I'll email you. Do you need anything? No. If I do, I'll email you. Do you need anything? No. If I need something, I will email you. So now you are offended because my tone has changed and I'm just trying to be the point of contact. Well, love, if you are the point of contact, I repeatedly told you I don't need anything. Now you're hovering. Now you're micromanaging. And now I don't want to do it. I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life. I'll see you in the next one. This is an hour. Bye, y'all. It's going to be another part. That's crazy.